resources. Resources are things that we use to fulfill our needs or that have value to us. They can be different types of things like water, electricity, rickshaws, vegetables, and textbooks. Resources. All these things are considered resources because they are useful to us. Some resources have economic value, meaning they can be bought or sold, while others may not have economic value but are still important to us. For example, metals have economic worth because they can be used to make things, but beautiful scenery may not have economic value even though it is valuable to us in other ways. The value of resources comes from their usefulness. When something is useful to us, it becomes valuable. Every resource has some value or importance to us. Two important factors that affect resources are time and technology. As time passes and technology advances, new resources are created. Ideas, knowledge, inventions, and discoveries drive the creation of resources. Each new innovation leads to the development of multiple others. Wind and solar energy resources, for example, the discovery of fire led to the practice of cooking and many other uses. The invention of the wheel resulted in various modes of transportation. The development of hydroelectricity technology turned water energy into a significant resource that can be used to generate power. Try yourself. Which factors affect the creation of new resources? A. Climate and geography. B. Population growth. C. Time and technology. D. Economic value and demand. Explanation. The factors that affect the creation of new resources are time and technology. Time. As time passes, new resources are discovered, invented, or developed. This can happen through scientific research, exploration, and the accumulation of knowledge. Over time, humans have continuously expanded their understanding of the world and found new ways to harness and utilize resources. Technology. Technological advancements play a crucial role in creating new resources. Innovations and inventions enable the transformation of existing resources into more valuable forms or the development of entirely new resources. For example, the invention of the steam engine revolutionized transportation and led to the utilization of coal as a significant energy resource. Similarly, advancements in renewable energy technologies have turned wind and solar energy into viable and valuable resources for generating electricity. View solution. What are the different types of resources? Resources can be classified into different types based on their origin and nature. Here are the main types of resources. Types of resources. Natural resources. These are materials or substances found in nature, such as air, water, minerals, forests, and fossil fuels. Human-made resources. These are resources created by humans, such as buildings, machinery, tools, infrastructure, and technology. Human resources. These are the people who contribute their skills, knowledge, and labor to the production of goods and services. They include workers, professionals, entrepreneurs, and innovators. Let's take a closer look at each type of resource. Try yourself. What are the different types of resources? A. Natural resources. Human-made resources, human resources. B. Renewable resources, non-renewable resources, recyclable resources. C. Economic resources, environmental resources, social resources. D. Primary resources, secondary resources, tertiary resources. Explanation. The different types of resources are a. Natural resources, human-made resources, human resources, natural resources. These resources are derived from nature and exist without human intervention. Human-made resources. These resources are created or modified by human beings to fulfill specific needs. Human resources. These resources refer to the people who contribute their skills, knowledge, labor, and abilities to organizations and society. Human resources are valuable assets and play a crucial role in the development and progress of economies. Understanding the different types of resources helps in managing and utilizing them effectively to meet human needs, support economic growth, and ensure sustainable development. View solution. Natural resources. Natural resources are drawn from nature and are used without much modification. Examples: the air we breathe, water in our rivers and lakes, soil, minerals, and so on. Resources are free gifts of nature and can be used directly. In some cases, tools and technology may be needed to use a natural resource in the best possible way. Natural resources can also be categorized into renewable and non-renewable resources. Natural resources. Renewable resources can be renewed and get replenished very quickly. Solar and wind energy are unlimited renewable resources and will not be affected by human activities. Meanwhile, non-renewable resources have limited stock and, once exhausted, may take thousands of years to be replenished. Some examples are coal, petroleum, and natural gas. Physical factors like terrain, climate, and altitude affect the distribution of natural resources. The distribution of resources is unequal because these factors differ so much over the earth. Human-made resources. Sometimes, natural substances become resources only after they undergo a transformation by human beings. Human-made resources are those resources that are created or modified by human beings to serve a particular purpose or fulfill a need. Buildings, bridges, roads are examples of man-made resources. These resources are often derived from natural substances or materials but require human intervention to transform them into useful forms. Here are some examples of human-made resources. Infrastructure. This includes buildings, roads, bridges, airports, railways, and other physical structures constructed by humans to facilitate transportation, communication, and economic activities. Manufacturing and industrial facilities. Factories, plants, and production facilities where raw materials are processed, transformed, and manufactured into goods. Technology and electronics. Computers, smartphones, televisions, appliances, and other electronic devices created by humans using various components and advanced technologies. Energy generation and distribution systems. Power plants, dams, wind turbines, solar panels, and electrical grids that produce and distribute electricity for domestic, industrial, and commercial use. Agriculture and farming infrastructure. Irrigation systems, agricultural machinery, greenhouses, and other structures developed for farming and food production. Human resources. Human resources refer to the people who contribute their skills, knowledge, labor, and abilities to organizations and society as a whole. That is why human beings are a special resource. Here are some key aspects of human resources. Quantity. Human resources represent the population of individuals available for work or engagement in productive activities. This includes the working age population, both employed and unemployed, who contribute to economic and social development. Skills and abilities. Human resources possess a wide range of skills, knowledge, and abilities that they bring to the workforce. These skills can be acquired through education, training, and work experience, and they contribute to the productivity and effectiveness of individuals in their roles. Human capital. Human resources are often referred to as human capital because they have the potential to generate economic value and contribute to the growth and development of organizations and society. Human capital emphasizes the importance of investing in education, training, and development to enhance the skills and capabilities of individuals. Human resource development, improving the quality and capabilities of individuals through education, training, and skill development is an important aspect of human resource development. This involves initiative, such as vocational training programs, apprenticeships, continuing education, and professional development to enhance the human capital of a workforce. Conserving resources. Resource conservation involves practicing responsible and mindful utilization of resources while ensuring their regeneration. Achieving a balance between utilizing resources and preserving them for the future is referred to as sustainable development. There are numerous methods for conserving resources. Every individual can help by decreasing consumption, recycling, and reusing items. In the end, this matters because all our lives are interconnected. The future of our planet and its inhabitants depends on our ability to protect and maintain the natural resources that nature offers. As a result, it is our responsibility to ensure that renewable resources are used sustainably, the variety of life on Earth is preserved, harm to the natural environment is minimized, some principles of sustainable development, respect and care for all forms of life, improve the quality of human life, conserve the Earth's vitality and diversity, minimize the depletion of natural resources, change personal attitude and practices towards the environment, enable communities to care for their own environment. Deleted syllabus. The topics mentioned below have been removed from the CBSE curriculum and the NCERT syllabus. They are provided here for reference purposes, but you can ignore them if you wish. Power resources. Power or energy plays a vital role in our lives. We also need power for industry, agriculture, transport, communication and defense. Power resources may be broadly categorized as conventional and non-conventional resources. Sources of energy. Conventional sources. Conventional sources of energy are those which have been in common use for a long time. Firewood and fossil fuels are the two main conventional energy sources. Firewood, it is widely used for cooking and heating. In our country, more than 50% of the energy used by villages comes from firewood. Remains of plants and animals which were buried under the earth for millions of years got converted by the heat and pressure into fossil fuels. Fossil fuels such as coal, petroleum and natural gas are the main sources of conventional energy. Coal, this is the most abundantly found fossil fuel. It is used as a domestic fuel, in industries such as iron and steel, steam engines and to generate electricity. Coal electricity from coal is called thermal power. The world's leading coal producers are China, the USA, Germany, Russia, South Africa, and France. The coal-producing areas of India are Raniganj, Jharia, Dhanbad, and Bokaro in Jharkhand. Petroleum, it is found between the layers of rocks and is drilled from oil fields located in offshore and coastal areas. This is then sent to refineries which process the crude oil and produce a variety of products like diesel, petrol, kerosene, wax, plastics and lubricants. Petroleum and its derivatives are called black gold as they are very valuable. The chief petroleum producing countries are Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar. The other major producers are the USA, Russia, Venezuela, and Algeria. The leading producers in India are Digboy in Assam, Bombay High in Mumbai, and the deltas of Krishna and Godavari rivers. Natural gas. Natural gas is found with petroleum deposits and is released when crude oil is brought to the surface. It can be used as a domestic and industrial fuel. Russia, Norway, UK, and the Netherlands are the major producers of natural gas. In India, Jaisalmer, Krishna Godavari Delta, Tripura and some areas offshore in Mumbai have natural gas resources. Hydropower. Rainwater or river water stored in dams is made to fall from heights. The falling water flows through pipes inside the dam over turbine blades placed at the bottom of the dam. Hydropower plant. The moving blades then turn the generator to produce electricity. This is called hydroelectricity. The water discharge. And after the generation of electricity is used for irrigation. 1/4 of the world's electricity is produced by hydropower. The leading producers of hydropower in the world are Paraguay, Norway, Brazil, and China. Some important hydropower stations in India are Bahakarnangal, Gandhi Sagar, Nagarjun Sagar, and Damodar Valley Project.